plays this one interval. It's a tritone, starting on an E, and of course B flat. And in this riff, it just gets moved around. The rhythm's kind of tough. Sounds like it's in 9 for some of it anyway, but slowly it goes. Move the whole thing back a half step. That's up a minor third, up a half step, and then back down to the E and B flat and repeat. Then right there a siren goes off. Then he adds an octave here to the shape and plays the whole thing faster. So what happens there, when you move up to this, when you get to this G sharp, it just goes to that D that's at the beginning of the chorus, and then you're at the top of the next chorus. So one more time slowly on that. Just like most of the rest of the song, this is another tritone riff. We're going to start on an E and a B flat. Now, we did the E and B flat here for the riff that went. But here you've got to do it at the 7th fret so that you can slide up and down on the same string. Breaking the riff into 2 sections, it does the same thing in the first section as the second section. It's just that the second section is up a half step. I'll show you what I mean in a second. So the riff is played starting at E and B flat, and you're going to slide that interval down a major third to C and G flat. Then up a half step to C sharp and G. Then down a minor third to B flat and E. So that whole bit is boo. Now you're going to do the same pattern, but just move all of it up a fret. So now you're going to start on F and B. Now that time, it does something that it doesn't do anywhere else in the song. It kind of has this slowed down, you'd almost call it a retard. It doesn't really slow down so much as adds beats and then picks them up later. Instead of going, it goes, and then right back into the E and B flat version of the riff. It just keeps repeating that over and over. Once the vocals come in, the second time that you play it from F, you simply palm mute it. So the whole bit there, or the whole phrase becomes boo. And starts over from there. And you know, he starts adding octaves and bending the string. Getting real nasty and dirty as it all deteriorates in one big landslide of sound.